Greetings, everyone. This is Wonders, Unit 3, Week 3. This is your introduction and vocabulary video. Welcome back from a long winter's break. So our essential question this week is, where can you find patterns in nature? And if we look at what we're going to be doing for this week is patterns overall, but we really want to be thinking about what patterns can you find in nature. And if we look at this picture, we can see a river system, and we can see the patterns that are in that system, where you can see there's green areas where there is growth of plants, and there's kind of some unique formations within this river system. So this shows us that even that there's some repetition in the nature of this river system, even though it doesn't look like there is. But if you take a closer look at it, you can see that. So repeated patterns is one of the things that we're going to be looking for. So let's take a look at this first picture. It shows a leaf, and if you look closely at that leaf, you can see repetition of veins, of the jagged edges of the leaf, and even within the colors of the leaf. This next picture shows some coral within it, and it shows kind of that squiggly patterns, but then even on top of that is a starfish, and you can see the little patterns of the coloration of the starfish. This next picture shows a honeycomb with some bees, and if you look at it, you can see lots of different repetition of patterns in this picture, even within the honeycomb and as well as on the bees themselves, and the repetition of the stripes of black and yellow, which warns their enemies to stay away from them. So as we're thinking about this week, I want you to be thinking about some kinds of formations that get created over time even. So if we were to look at the Grand Canyon, we would think about repetition of the rock layers being eroded away. So there's lots of things to be looking for in nature that are patternistic. Okay, this week's vocabulary needs to be recorded in your 3-subject notebook. You may choose to either use a form, or you can simply write the words into your notebook along with the definition. Please label the unit and the week, Unit 3, Week 3. You will be receiving participation points for this activity, so make sure you get it done. The first word that we have is contact. And contact is touching or a meeting of things. So if we take a look at this picture, it's basically asking what happens when your hand comes into contact with something hot. Well, we know that we usually want to not touch it. So our sentence for this word is, when I turned on the gas stove, the flame made contact with the metal pot. So this would be when it is touching or meeting the pot. The next word is erode. Erode means to wear or wash away very slowly. So when storms erode a beach, they carry sand away from the shore. The next word is formation. A formation is something that is made or formed. And our sentence for this picture is, the marching band played in formation during halftime. The next word we have is moisture. Moisture. And moisture is slight wetness caused by water or another liquid. So the sentence for this picture is, I knew it had rained when I saw drops of moisture on the leaves. Our next word is particles. Particles. Particles are very small bits or pieces of something. And our sentence for this picture is, tiny particles of sand floated in the light shining across the dunes. The next word is repetition. Repetition. And repetition is saying or doing something over and over. Our sentence for the picture is, I do each exercise in a repetition of 10 and hope to increase it to 20. The next word is structure. Structure. A structure is an arrangement of parts that fit together. Our sentence for this picture is, my little sister built a structure with blocks. And our final word for vocabulary this week is visible. Visible. When something is visible, it can be seen. And our sentence for this picture is, the boy's face was visible through the apartment window. You may stop the video at this time. If you need to go back and review any words, you may do so with the video, and don't forget they're also in your Reader's Writer's Workshop book.